Team Talk, brought to you by KLG Rutland, the experts in windows, doors and conservatories. Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Meadow Lane, here for the FA Trophy second round clash between Notts County and Dagenham Redbridge. I'm Jake Brigstock, bringing you commentary from Meadow Lane here this afternoon. Notts County looking to be taking this competition seriously after a strong run in the National League, which has seen them pick up 13 points out of the last 15 and propel into the top 5 of the National League. Reading down the Notts County lineup, in goal today is number 28 Ross Fitzsimons. Damien McCrory will play at left back. Wes Thomas will play up front, number 7. Number 8, Captain Michael Doyle. Number 9, Christian Dennis, he will partner Wes Thomas up front. Dion Kelly-Evans comes in at right back. Sumana Bakayoko. Number 17, Tom Crawford. Number 22, Sam Osborne, 23, who's been in fine form for Notts County lately, one of the academy graduates. Alex Lacey, 31, been in imperious form for the Magpies as well lately, really helping to tighten up the defence in recent weeks. And Sean Shields completes the starting 11 for Notts County. And it's a strong bench for the Magpies too. Goalkeeper Sam Slocum, the number 1, is on the bench. Mitch Rose, number 4. Enzio Boldevine, number 11. 13, Conor Rawlinson. 14, Kyle Wootton, who of course made his signature here at Meadow Lane, a permanent one earlier this week, signing from Scunthorpe United on an 18-month deal after joining in late August on the loan deal. Richard Brindley, number 20, joins him on the bench, and Alex Howells, young midfielder, will wear the number 25 jersey if he comes on. And then just to run you through the Dagenham Redbridge side, managed by Daryl McMahon. Elliot Justin in goal, number 1. Number 2, Will Wright. 3, Liam Gordon. 4, Manny Honorays. 5, Luke Kroll. Captain, number 6, Kenny Clark. 8, Mitch Brundle. Chike Candy, number 9, will play up top. Matt Robinson, the number 12. Joe Quigley, 15. And Sam Deering at the number 24. Just to read through the bench as well, Josh Strizovic, the goalkeeper. Alex McQueen, number 7, on the bench. Bagsan Graham, the number 11. Number 14, Reece Grant. 17, Will Wood. 19, Joan Luke. And 22, Andrew Eleftheriou. And the Dagenham captain winning the toss there and asking the teams to swap positions, meaning that Notts County will be shooting towards the cop, going from right to left to begin. We are just moments from kick-off here at Meadow Lane. Crowd starts to find its voice as kick-off time approaches here. And we're underway. Dagenham get us going from right to left to begin with. Strong header from Bakayoko on the left. Thomas here getting on the ball, looking to get Notts forward. Tries to pass it out to the left to Sean Shields, but the pass is just behind him. Strong start. Damien McCrory across the cover. Looks as though Notts County are playing a 4-4-2 this afternoon, with Damien McCrory partnering Alex Lacey as the 2 centre-backs. McCrory is the left centre-back here, and Lacey on the right. Bakayoko as the left-back, Kelly Evans out on the right. Sean Shields on left mid. Then your 2 midfielders today are Tom Crawford on the right, in the right centre mid position, Doyle the captain as the left centre mid. With Wes Thomas and Christian Dennis, the 2 up top. Osborne out on the right. Elliot Justin for Dagenham and Redbridge gets the ball upfield, looking to find the target men, put some pressure on the Notts County defence. And that's easily through to young goalkeeper Oscar Simons. Gets the ball played quickly out on the left to Bakayoko. Looks to find a man, finds the pass to Shields, who keeps it well. Has 2 men on him now. Passes inside, finds Doyle well. Good play from Notts County, keep possession. Crawford sprays to play out wide. Kelly Evans on the overlap, finding a bit of space down on the right. Brings it back to Crawford, and Notts playing the brand of football which has seen them keep the ball in recent times. Ardley really putting his stamp on the team. Of course, a mention to Neil Ardley, who won the Vanarama National League Manager of the Month award, and who could begrudge that given how well Notts County have been playing in recent times and how well they've been performing. A bit of a loose pass there from Doyle allows Dagenham and Redbridge possession now. Matt Robinson on the right here, gives it back to Will Wright on the right back. And it's back to Will Wright down on the right. Notts County very quickly into position again, pressing the ball well, keeping the shape. Forcing it to go all the way back to Justin with no other option. He goes long. Bakayoko clears it for a throw-in. Looks to be an area that they're trying to exploit here early on. Dagenham trying to go long. McCrory, of course, not the tallest in the park. Partner in Lacey in at centre-back. So they're going to try, by the looks of it, to go long and see if they can exploit that. Aim the balls up towards there and put McCrory and Bakayoko on the left under pressure. Free kick here for Dagenham. Will be Luke Kroll to take. See if he can put the Notts County line under pressure. Ball comes in, it's deep, and it's headed clear by Kelly Evans. Pops it up. Thomas looks to chase, but it goes straight back. It's headed out. Notts County here retain possession. Kelly Evans seeing it out just for a home throw. Dagenham and Redbridge, of course, in the same league as Notts County, and although Notts County, the home side, sit 5th in the table, Dagenham and Redbridge have had a bit of a barren run of late. Dropped down to as low as 19th in the table. And of course, with the bottom 4 being relegated, they're just 3 points above the relegation zone, with AFC Fylde in 21st having a couple of games in hand on them. In the league, Dagenham and Redbridge have not won since beating Aldershot 6-1 in November. Since then, they have mustered just 4 points in the league, with draws away at Sutton, home to Ebbsfleet, away at Ebbsfleet again, and then Torquay United most recently. No league wins since mid-November, and they needed a replay and penalties in the Cup to beat Sutton to get to this stage. Notts County, of course, winning 1-0 away at Chesterfield, which really give a springboard to how well they've been performing in recent weeks. Shields fouled by Dagenham there. Well, 5 minutes gone. Notts County 0, Dagenham and Redbridge 0. Lively start to the game so far. Crawford with the ball now. Gives it back to Doyle, who seems to be playing the deeper of the two. Bakayoko with the ball now in the wing. Finds Shields, tries to do the 1-2. Bakayoko's overlap and wasn't quite quick enough. Shields forced to come back to Doyle, who will look to recycle possession here. Dennis looking to cut in behind. This should be a comfortable for Doyle. He had a bit more time there than I think he thought he had. Bakayoko just about winging out. Crawford competing for the header. Ooh. The referee deems that a high boot. Bakayoko goes to the floor. I think that was a 50-50, so I wouldn't expect a card to be given for that. And it looks like it will be Shields to put in to see if they can cause the Dagenham and Redbridge line some problems here. Bright start for Notts, keeping the ball well. Not afraid to work from left to right to see if they can find the space. Very bright start indeed. Both Doyle and Shields standing over the ball. Looks like it will be Shields to put in. Doyle runs off. Shields puts the ball in. Looks for the back stick, but it's too near to Elliot Justin in the net for Dagenham and Redbridge. They look to get the play quickly. They've got a counter going here. Bakayoko is back, despite what was a clever run by Chait Candies. Put the defence in a little bit of pressure there. Keen to play it on the floor. The ball bobbles up. Doyle just about manages to control on. Kelly Evans decides to go long. That's a fantastic ball. Crawford now with the ball, but it's well won back by Dagenham as Matt Robinson makes the pass. Again, looking to go long to see if they can get him behind the Notts defence. But that's easy for Fitzsimons to pick up. Plays it short. Goes to Lacey. Back out to Kelly Evans on the right. Here's Lacey again now in his bright orange boots. Kelly Evans. Back to Lacey. Lacey looks to go long to see if he can get Dennis in behind. Dennis was just on the shoulder there. The ball comes out to Thomas. Shields is in acres of space on the right if he decides to, on the left, sorry, if he decides to find him. Thomas decides to shoot himself. And it's the first shot we have seen in the game from Wes Thomas. Maybe perhaps a little bit greedy there. And if he'd moved the ball out a little bit quicker to Sean Shields down on the left, he might have been able to work the space and get a bit of a better shot at goal. Instead, it's comfortably into the hands of Justin, who goes long here. McCrory holds his man off and wins the header. Again, that's an area that they're looking to try and exploit. Crawford losing the ball. Dagenham rebuild. They go out to the left now. The ball comes in, and that's comfortable for Fitzsimons, who might try and launch a counter-attack of his own here, trying to get the ball quick. But instead he holds on, wants Notts to regroup, get position, and go again. In the middle now to Crawford. Turns and goes. Had a man on him there, keeps possession. And it comes back out to Lacey. Dennis losing it in the middle of the park. McCrory now. Bakio going to pressure Dagenham, pressing well and all over the field so far, but Notts comfortable in possession. Crawford looks to ping a ball over the top for Dennis to run in behind on, but it's well cleared by Dagenham and well kept in. And a foul is committed by Shields there on Matt Robinson on the right wing. You could hear the scream from him up here. A few of the Notts faithful not too happy with that decision, as you can probably hear on the mic. Through 10 minutes here at Meadow Lane. Notts County 0, Dagenham and Redbridge 0. Notts County with the better of the early play and the only shot of the game so far. Ross Fitzsimons will get us back underway. A goalkeeper who seemed to have has really slipped down the order a little bit since Sam Slocum coming, but with how well Slocum has been performing, you can see why he is the number one. But rested here today in favour of Fitzsimons, who goes long here. Wes Thomas wins the ball initially, holds it up well, despite a touch on the ball from Manny Onoraiza. Dagenham here, Notts County trying to press well, but not a little bit of space in the midfield now for Dagenham. There's an overlapping run from Will Wright there on the right. Dagenham enjoying a bit of possession, but it's well pressed again. Notts County win the ball back. Wes Thomas looking to beat his man, and he gets around Chait Candy, Dagenham's number 9. Thomas holds it up well. Oh, it's a fantastic back heel to Shields to try and get the ball in the box here. He does, and it's off the bar. Not quite what Shields intended, trying to find Dennis in the middle. But it had Elliot Justin scrambling back, much to the delight of the Notts faithful. And it's another early warning sign from the Magpies here. Crawford now with the ball. Bakayoko in acres of space, and he's duly found by Crawford. Found again by Crawford. And here's Doyle. Also with the orange boots. Crawford back to Lacey. To Dion Kelly Evans, who's right on that touchline, really trying to work all areas of the pitch. Here's Lacey again. Gets it to Thomas, who tried to flick it. Not sure whether that was intended for Shields, but tries to flick there. No pressure from Dagenham now, so Notts have all the time in the world. McCrory to Doyle now. Looking to go long, trying to get... Notts have 3 men up on this one, trying to get him behind the back line. Shouts of run there from the Dagenham player. He was not happy at his men not getting forward enough there, demanding more from number 9 Candy, and it's good defence from Notts. Yeah, Sam Deering really not happy there, calling for Candy to get forward. Long from Crawford, trying to find Dennis, but it's headed clear. Doyle now with the ball. Dennis didn't quite see it, but that was a tasty ball if Dennis was alert and on the front foot. Instead, Dagenham come forward now. Luke Kroll on the ball. Here's Sam Deering. It's worked well, but it doesn't find Dagenham. It doesn't find a Dagenham's player feet, I should say. Here's Bakayoko on the ball. Looks to have been going back to McCrory there. Fitzsimons decide enough's enough and decides to go long to see if Dennis can cause some problems at the back. Gets a touch on it. Doyle up for the header. McCrory looked to maybe have stepped up there, but he gets back well. Bakayoko has 2 men on there. They decide to play an early ball, and Lacey clears. Bakayoko decides not to contest the header, and it's out away by Lacey. That man again. Where's Thomas looking to run in behind? Can he get an arm across him? He wins the ball. He's out-muscled. He had 2 men on him. And Shields commits another foul down on Notts County's left as they go from right to left towards the cop here. The referee just having a word with Shields there. As like I say, it's not the first one that he's committed so far this afternoon. Just having a word. He sensed the next one would be a yellow. Here's McCrory on the ball now. Oh, he plays it well, despite some good pressure from Joe Quigley there from Dagenham and Redbridge. Here's Kelly Evans on the right. Works the ball up to Sam Osborne. Cuts inside. It's a lovely ball from Dennis. Good first time ball if Kelly Evans can get that and keep that in. He'll look for a cross here. Looks for a man. And it's Doyle with the shot, and it's deflected and out for a goal kick. They were lining up there almost, Notts County, to have the shot at goal. It went straight through them all to Doyle towards the back, but he shoots wide, potentially taking a nick off one of the Notts County players on the way through. Another good sign, working the space down the right well. A fantastic first time ball from Dennis to find Kelly Evans down on the right. Driving low cross just behind the Notts County players, found Doyle out the back, but he shoots wide. Notts County 0, Dagenham and Redbridge 0 after 16 minutes. Elliot Justin gets us back underway. Lacey now with the ball. Here's Osborne cutting his way inside. He's got really quick feet, Osborne, which we've seen a lot of recently. Doyle to Crawford. Crawford out wide to Kelly Evans. Waiting for some movement, but decides to come back to Lacey. Looks to play the first time ball again. Shouts of handball from the crowd, but the referee says nothing doing, and it's a Notts County throw-in. Right stuff from Notts County. Kelly Evans will get us restarted. He's really made his own since having his shot away at Chesterfield. The referee gives a foul there for being held back on Osborne. And Liam Gordon for Dagenham and Redbridge goes in the book. Yeah, just saying there about Dion Kelly Evans. He was brought in the 1-0 win in the first round of this competition away at Chesterfield, where Notts, of course, won 1-0 thanks to a poacher's finish from Christian Dennis. And ever since then, he's not let his hands get off the shirt, really. He's played really well and deserves to be in the starting 11 for his performances at right back in the past few weeks. Doyle and Shields once again standing over this. Waiting for the runners. Doyle runs over. Shields puts the ball in, drives it low. It's a training ground move, and it's a goal! It's been disallowed. The referee is not happy with something, and neither are the Notts County players. The Notts County players surround the ref. I think he deemed a foul in the build-up there. He demands a retake. He wasn't happy with something among the players there. A smart finish from Notts County. It looked like they'd opened the scoring, but the referee orders the free kick to be retaken. And this kick times in from Doyle, and it's safely taken by Elliot Justin, much to the dismay of the Notts faithful. Yeah, he wasn't happy with a bit of pushing and shoving in the box there, and despite Notts County having the ball in the back of the net, he ordered the free kick to be retaken. And this time it goes straight into the hands of Justin. The score remains here after 19 minutes. Notts County 0, Dagenham Redbridge 0. Offside is given. County having the better of the play so far, with the better of the chances, and even having the ball in the back of the net. But it remains 0-0. Justin Hill gets back underway. His urgency seems to get forward. They're looking to go long again. All right with his back turn. Justin looked to maybe be feigning towards him. Dennis trying to cause all sorts of problems for the keeper. It's knocked on by Joe Quigley in the Dagenham shirt, but is marshalled out of play by McCrory, seen out well, and it will be a goal kick to get us back underway. Fitzsimon's out wide to Lacey, looking to get the game back up and running quickly. Kelly Evans passes it short to Osborne, back to Kelly Evans. Here's Lacey. Crawford now, Fitzsimons, building from the back. Bakayoko here now. Here's McCrory. McCrory goes through the park to find Crawford. Bit of a... not the best first touch, but Kelly Evans looks to go long. He's trying to get Osborne in behind with his pace, trying to stretch Liam Gordon behind. And it's a goal kick given. Good pace from Osborne, causing all sorts of problems down the right, but it's taken out well. Elliot Justin to get us back underway. Reminder, Dagenham still looking for their first win in 90 minutes since the 16th of November. So Notts County, the heavy favourites going into this one. And that comes off Bakayoko for a throw-in. Number 9 for Dagenham Candy, putting him in all sorts of pressure there, and Bakayoko, the best he can do is see it out for a throw. It's another throw-in to be taken by Will Wright. Good footing causing problems by Crawford. Shields pressures Will Wright. Luke Kroll with the ball through. Finds a bit of space. Here's Deering. Jinks for the space on the right. Fitzsimons gets down and holds the ball. Looking to get play back underway really quickly. Crawford has it now in the centre of the park. Dagenham a little bit stretched if they can move the ball quickly enough. Too much on the pass from Crawford. Tried to find Kelly Evans out on the right, but he just put a little bit too much on that one. Oh, that's well worked around the corner. And it will be a corner for Dagenham and Redbridge. First corner of the game for the away side. And also Sam Deering registering their first shot and shot on target of the game thus far. 22 minutes through the game. Notts County 0, Dagenham and Redbridge 0. A few of the players out warming up just on the touchline in front of us, including Kyle Wootton, to the rapturous applause of the Notts County faithful, of course, having signed that permanent deal earlier this week. 18 months he signed for now at Meadow Lane. Neil Ardley said a week ago as well that he'd been working on getting his signature for a couple of months, and he finally got his man. The ball comes in. It hits McCrory. They need to clear the lines. And it's a fantastic ball out. Can Thomas now bring it forward? He's got Shields up support with him on the left. Dennis is incoming as well. Thomas is held back a little bit here, and he does well to eventually win a throw for his side. Looking to try and play it quickly, but Gordon out on the left isn't letting him do so. Kelly Evans will get us back underway. Here's Lacey. Kelly Evans. Back to Doyle. Doyle with a bit of a drive-in run. Gets a bit lucky there. Dennis plays out wide to Bakayoko. A great ball there. Bakayoko brings it back inside. Didn't quite have enough on it. That's a fantastic win though from Bakayoko. Really did well to make up for his poor pass a moment ago. Crawford back to Doyle now. The architect playing deep. Looks to play it. And it's just a little bit overhit for Sean Shields. A good run and good vision from Doyle to try and pick out that pass, but just the tiniest bit too on it. Matt Robinson here with the ball now for Dagenham. Here's Will Wright, but it cannons into Crawford. Little 1-2 off Crawford. And it's well defended by McCrory, who was deemed to have been fouled in the build-up by Joe Quigley. Here's Lacey on the ball now. Kelly Evans out wide, looking to bring the ball forward. Osborne's just inside, who he finds. Osborne back to Lacey, look to play again. It goes short, he finds Dennis now in space, picking the ball up deep. Here's Kelly Evans again. Kelly Evans looking to drive as well, but not really finding a way through, and it comes back to Lacey. Patient play this from Notts, not afraid to recycle the ball and keep hold of it if they can't work the space. Lacey to Kelly Evans. Little slip there from Evans. Kelly Evans, sorry, in front of the Dagenham faithful, much to their amusement. Crawford with the ball now. Bakayoko in space on the left here in front of us. Doyle on the ball. He gets it across to McCrory. Here's Doyle now. They're happy to keep possession, just tie Dagenham down a little bit. This time they go long. Tries to get the ball into Thomas, who's causing all sorts of problems for the defence in behind. Wes Thomas playing well so far. You can imagine Doyle and Shield to be standing over this. It's caused a bit of confusion with the right foot, left foot combination. Doyle just having a word with the ref. Bakayoko and Kelly Evans staying back on this one. It's been all Notts County really so far, despite the one corner and the one shot we've seen from Dagenham. Notts County comfortable on the ball and in possession. It's run over, put in by Doyle, looks to find, but it's well out. And the second ball is won by Dagenham. Bakayoko coming through for the third. The ball's in. It's a fantastic save by Justin. Had to be as well. A really smart shot out on the right from, I believe, it to be Kelly Evans with the shot. A really smart stop from Justin. Had to be alert to that. There was a lot of venom behind that. Goes short. The ball comes in. Bakayoko wins the header on that. Is it onside here? Osborne on the ball. Puts the ball in well. A bit of a messy clearance from Dagenham, but they do manage to clear their lines. Notts County with a throw in. The Magpies starting to pile on the pressure now as we approach midway through the first half. Bakayoko gets us back underway. Here's Doyle. Finds some space out wide. Kelly Evans to run to. That's a really smart ball to get Kelly and to work the space well to switch the play. Here's Osborne now. Tries to work the play, tries to get it to Dennis, but a little bit too deep and too much on it means Justin catches comfortably, and Dagenham can regroup for the moment here. Notts County 0, Dagenham and Redbridge 0. Justin to get us back underway. Header won by McCrory, unchallenged. Shields here will try and contest in the air. Can't do so. Shields tries again to win it. Doyle this time. The referee says that's good. Bakayoko grappling this man there. I'd be surprised if a free kick isn't given, which it isn't by the referee. From here, that looks as though Bakayoko was grappling Chike Candy from down here. There's a bit of a battle between those two again. And the linesman flags for a handball from Candy. Bit of a battle between those two on the right for Dagenham going forward. Bakayoko wins the war this time. Be Fitzsimons to get us back underway. Dagenham becoming a little wise to how Notts County are liking to play, with their front man Quigley just fending off the ball to Lacey, meaning Fitzsimons will have to go long and get back into position quickly. It's just overhit. Thomas can't get ahead to it. Doyle holds off his man and wins it. It's a little bit too much for Osborne. Dennis pressures. It's up the pitch by Liam Gordon, Dagenham's number 3. Mitch Brundle tries to keep the ball in play, but he can't, and Kelly Evans will get us back underway. They'll look to try and play quickly, but there isn't an obvious outlet to begin with until Crawford works the space in midfield. Comes back to McCrory now. Here's Zumana Bakayoko. Gives it, tries to run on as if there was a 1-2, but Shields decides to come back. Here's Crawford again, and McCrory. Good pressure from Dagenham. Doyle with a man on. Tries to get Bakayoko to run in behind, but it's a strong header from Will Wright just in front of us. And Doyle comes in to try and poach the ball. Dagenham managed to boot the ball up the pitch. McCrory has a man coming in, but he's looked accomplished on the ball so far. Here's Crawford. Bringing the ball forward, looking for the space. Doyle gets it now. Here's Kelly Evans, he turns inside. The amount of ball Notts County have, it's almost like they're playing a 4-2-4 here with Shields and Osborne that advanced on the two wings. But they drop back and do the defensive duties well when called upon. Doyle and Crawford not afraid to come deep and switch the roles of trying to build up the play and get the play going again. Dagenham bringing it out of defence. Here's Will Wright. Candy calling for it quickly in that battle with Bakayoko down on the left. Here's Wright again. Gets the ball inside to Deering. It's out wide again. Here's Gordon. Almost does Kelly Evans there. It's good defence from Kelly Evans. He manages to stand his ground. I think Lacey wanted Osborne to turn and go with that one, but Dennis manages to win it and hold the play up well. Good play from Dennis. Here's Doyle now. What can he architect? He decides to go long. Can he find Shields? Not quite. Osborne, sorry, my mistake. Lacey gets it out wide to Kelly Evans, who gets it just about back in to Lacey there. Here's McCrory. Bakayoko in space on the left, but he's pressured by Candy. Those two having a bit of a ding-dong this afternoon. McCrory comes back across the pitch and finds Doyle. Here's Kelly Evans. Thomas making the run, but decides to find Dennis instead. It's well worked. Thomas on the ball. Here's Kelly Evans. Thomas again. Notts County very accomplished in possession. Dagenham having to work hard off the ball. Here's Crawford. He tries to find Kelly Evans on the overlap on the outside, but he gives it straight to Gordon, who's bringing the ball forward. It's well won by Kelly Evans. Can Osborne turn and go here with his pace? Will he look to come inside? No, he looks to go outside his man. brings the ball back inside, his legs are clipped. And the referee decides that wasn't a foul. I think he thought Osborne slipped there. From up here, from the initial viewpoint, it looked as though his ankles were just tapped, causing him to fall to the floor. But the referee says no. Wright just about keeps the ball in. Bakayoko switched off and Candy's in behind with the ball now. He'll give it back to Will Wright if he can. Decides not to. It's Wright now. It's a good touch. Here's Matt Robinson driving the ball forward. And it's an absolute sitter. How Quigley has missed that at the far post, I'm not quite sure. He had the freedom of Meadow Lane. He was about 2 or 3 yards out. Ross Fitzsimons trying to run back across his goal. The linesman, doesn't flag for offside. And he somehow puts it wide from 2 yards. Notts County with a bit of a let-off there. Bakayoko just caught napping a little bit on the left, allowing Candy to run in behind and get the ball. Robinson drives with the ball in. With a very, very good ball across the face of goal. It was a tap-in for Quigley, but he put it wide. And somehow here at Meadow Lanes, just after the half-an-hour mark, it remains Notts County 0, Dagenham and Redbridge 0. The Magpies getting away with one there. It's Osborne. Dennis just checked his run. It's Justin. Dagenham coming into the game a little bit now. Will Wright on the ball. Good ball inside, there's Deering. Out wide again to Candy. Causing Bakayoko problems as he looks to go round him again. He's doubled up on by Shields, but no one's back marking Will Wright now. He tries to beat Shields, but it's good defence from Shields. He'll look to try and get this play up. Bakayoko on the ball. Here's Doyle deep. McCrory and Notts will rebuild again. Doyle now. Trying to work the space. Here's Bakayoko. And Doyle. Shields now. Back to Doyle. Well worked. Lacey kept his space well. Lacey brings it out of defence. Looks to try and get Notts back on the front foot. And it's cleared by Kenny Clark, the captain. Notts County throw-in. Dagenham coming into the game a little bit more now. Notts County will be happy just to retain the ball for a few moments, just to keep on the front foot and reassert their authority on the game. Through 35 minutes. Here is Bakayoko. Poor pass from Bakayoko. He's been found wanting a little bit so far in this first half. Dagenham obviously trying to target him down that side. Here's Deering. But Lacey gets his feet on the ball. Dion Kelly-Evans gets inside to Tom Crawford. Crawford looks to try and play it quickly. It's well worked. Here's Shields. Shields looks to bring the ball forward though. He's not really got too much support apart from out on the right where he finds Osborne now. Osborne will look to try and cut inside. Tries to find Thomas, but it goes out for a Notts County throw. Ball works inside. And here's Gordon out on the left. Comes back to Kroll. Gives it back to Matt Robinson in the midfield. It's well won back. Doyle retains possession. And he finds Osborne out wide with a great ball. Tries to bring the play forward quickly. Cuts inside. Osborne finds Crawford well. As to shoot by Notts, but the ball is cleared. The referee gives a foul. A foul in the build-up there, and Elliot Justin will get us back underway here at Meadow Lane. 37 minutes gone. Notts County 0, Dagenham and Redbridge 0. Ball allowed to bounce. McCrory comes out of defence. Candy gets it back to right, down on the right-hand side, having quite a bit of joy down the right, Dagenham. And the ball's recycled to Doyle. Here's McCrory. Here's Lacey. Crawford. Kelly Evans. Have to just keep on the floor. Not looking to go long. Crawford. To Dennis now. Picking the ball up a little bit deeper. Tries to find Bakayoko on the overlap. Candy doesn't make the best work of the header. But Justin manages to pick up the ball, and it's safely in his hands again. Here's Will Wright. Finds Candy. He looked to be running on, but he just checked his run in time to get back. The ball goes straight out. Bakayoko will get us back underway. The referee orders him back to where the ball went out. Here's Bakayoko, back to Lacey. Here's Kelly Evans. Back to Crawford. Here's Doyle. Ball pings up off his boot. Well worked by Doyle. He somehow manages to find Shields. Tries to jink Will Wright, and he does so. Leaves Will Wright for dust. Shields plays an early first time ball. Just a little bit overhit, but Osborne will look to try and regroup and get the ball back in as quick as he can. Not quite enough on it. Kelly Evans plays it against Gordon. Deering tries to play it up, but it's straight to the boots of Alex Lacey. Here's Tom Crawford now. Fantastic run. They're finding a bit of space down on the left there themselves now. Bakayoko with the touch. Just about keeps possession. Decides to come back to Doyle here. Notts County trying to knock at the door late on. The ball comes in. Here's Dennis. The ball pops up. It's Wes Thomas, and he hits the post. Good play from Notts County. Had to try the first time shot there. Wes Thomas saw it all the way down onto his left peg, but he couldn't quite sneak it in at the keeper's near post, and the ball hits the post and goes out of play. Promising signs again from Notts County as they're looking to turn the screw as we approach half-time. 5 minutes until we reach half-time. 40 minutes gone here at Meadow Lane. It's Notts County 0, Dagenham Redbridge 0. Justin to get us restarted. Claims for handball, it hit Doyle. Shields jinks inside. Doyle sends it long. Linesman doesn't flag for offside. Thomas is here. Has he got a one-on-one? Thomas brings it forward. Claims that he was brought down in defence by Manny Honoreza. Wasn't deemed so. The referee deemed it to be shoulder to shoulder. Wes Thomas looked to be in there for a one-on-one, but that was good defence from Honoreza at the back to stop Thomas from getting his shot away. Looked lively in the past couple of minutes. Thomas getting himself in some good positions. Doyle headed to Crawford. Candy unable to come across and get the play in. Bakayoko wants the ball as quickly back as he can. And it duly pops up. Here's Bakayoko. McCrory now. McCrory switches the play. Tries to find Dion Kelly Evans out on the right, and that's a fantastic first touch from Kelly Evans to bring it under his spell. Comes back inside to Crawford now. Notts County once again retaining possession really well across the pitch. McCrory now driving the ball out of defence. Finds Shields out wide on the left. Deemed to be offside by the linesman on the opposing flank. And keeper Elliot Justin will get us underway again. Once again, Notts County trying to up the tempo a bit just as we approach half-time to try and see if they can nab a goal before the halfway mark. Justin gets back underway, ball out of bounds. McCrory with a head on, Bakayoko clears. Will Wright heads it back into the mix. McCrory tries to come across, flicked on by Quigley. Dion Kelly Evans clears, but only to Matt Robinson, the number 12. Osborne with the ball now, tries to get it out first time, but it's good defence from Robinson, and the ball steered out wide to Liam Gordon. Kenny Clark looking to get on the ball. He looks to play long. Trying to find Quigley there. Has the first time shot from Deering. It had Fitzsimons scrambling across his goal. What a wonder goal that would have been, but it's off target, and Fitzsimons' goal kick will get us back underway. Rare shot from Dagenham and Redbridge in this first half. 43 minutes gone. It's Notts County 0, Dagenham and Redbridge 0. Fitzsimons gets us back underway. Good header out by Manny Onoreza. McCrory clears, he tries to find Dennis. Onoreza can't, he does win that duel. I thought Dennis had the better of him to begin with, but Onoreza does well there. Lacey heads upwards to McCrory, who heads it back to Fitzsimons, and they look to go from the back again. He plays it out first time to Kelly Evans down on the right. Ball up from Fitzsimons. Thomas wins again. Looking to go right, finds Kelly Evans on the overlap really well. Yeah, you can see from here he was offside. Osborne didn't quite check his running time. It was good vision from Kelly Evans. Knew what he wanted to do immediately. But the ball goes out of play. Here's Justin. So he gets back underway. As half-time edges ever closer, just a couple of minutes before the half-time whistle. Justin looked like he was going long. Not sure if he's just trying to run down the clock for half-time so that Dagenham can regroup. But he goes long. Foul given against Crawford. Ball to come in from the left. It's ball in deep, it's flicked on, but straight in the hands of Fitzsimons. It plays out from the back. Here's Lacey. To Crawford, back to Lacey. To Crawford again. To Kelly Evans, Lacey. Lacey saw the run of Dennis there, and it's a strong ball. Dennis here with the ball. He's got the chance to open the scoring for the Magpies, but he drags his shot wide. Good play there from Dennis to keep going and get the better of his man. Looked to have a one-on-one, but I think he just rushed his shot. Maybe caught in between two minds because Thomas was running in as well. But he drags his shot wide, and as we edge towards half-time, it's Notts County 0, Dagenham and Redbridge 0. It's not been a boring 0-0 by any means. Notts County having a disallowed goal. Wes Thomas hitting the post, and of course that sitter being missed in the opposing dugout by Dagenham and Redbridge. A few chances but none converted as of yet. 1 minute announced by the stadium announcer before we have the half-time whistle. Fitzsimons urging everyone to get up the pitch. I think he wants to go long as we're in the final minute of the second half here, in added time. Tries to find Thomas, but it's headed out by Onoreza. Doyle on the ball, Kelly Evans now. Lacey looking to try and go long to see if he can find Osborne. And it comes off Osborne for a Dagenham throw. And the referee blows for half-time. First half done here at Meadow Lane. A couple of chances in each half, with the disallowed goal, of course, from Notts County from the set piece. Dagenham and Redbridge missing a sitter of their own was a glorious opportunity. Quigley just a couple of yards out and he shoots wide, and of course Wes Thomas hitting the post shortly before half-time. We'll be back very shortly for the second half, but as the players come in at the break, it's Notts County 0, Dagenham and Redbridge 0. We'll be back shortly.
Team Talk, brought to you by KLG Rutland, the experts in windows, doors and conservatories. Team Talk, brought to you by KLG Rutland, the experts in windows, doors and conservatories.
Welcome back to the second half here at Meadow Lane between Notts County and Dagenham and Redbridge in the second round of the FA Trophy. Just to recap of what happened just before half-time, Notts County hitting the bar with Sean Shields aiming a crossing that then went off the woodwork. The Magpies also had a goal disallowed after the referee ordered a free kick to be retaken after the Magpies headed home. Dagenham and Redbridge then at the other end in one of the probably the best chance of the game. Quigley missing a sitter from just 2 yards out, much to the delight of Notts County here, as it was one of the only chances that we've seen from Dagenham and Redbridge so far in the game. And then Thomas hitting the woodwork from close range after working the space from one-on-one, trying to beat the keeper at the near post, that just cannoned off the woodwork and went out for a goal kick. So nothing to separate the two sides so far, but it hasn't been a boring 0-0 by any stretch of the imagination. Quite a bit of action, and just a reminder that if today ends in a draw, a replay will be held away at Dagenham and Redbridge. Dagenham opting not to play extra time and penalties here today. And the referee gets us back underway. Doyle to kick us off. Notts County going from left to right this time. And the ball comes straight back to the goalkeeper, Elliot Justin. Justin to get us back up pitch. Lacey winning the ball. Kelly Evans playing it first time. Flicked on by Dennis. Finds Shields. Here's Bakayoko. Back to Doyle. Here's Shields again, looking to work the space out on the left. Here's Bakayoko trying to drop the ball onto Thomas, but the ball goes out for throw-in. Ball goes out for a throw-in. Bakayoko throws back in. Here's Doyle. Moved clear. And it's back to Fitzsimons. Gives it to Kelly Evans, works the play well. Osborne's in behind here, he looks to play a face of goal, but it's just in front of Wes Thomas. It's fantastic play down the right. Kelly Evans finding Osborne, who worked his magic and his pace to fire a ball across goal. But he couldn't pick out Wes Thomas running in just ahead of him, and the ball goes out for a goal kick. It remains here, Notts County 0, Dagenham and Redbridge 0. Bright start to the half for Notts County with an early chance. Thomas and Dennis were both very animated after Osborne failed to find either one of them. Another good chance goes begging though for Notts. Chested on here by Mitch Brundle. Brundle with the ball in, and a cross-come shot goes wide. Ross Fitzsimons will get us back underway shortly. Fitzsimons decides to go long this time instead of playing short. Dennis marshalled all the way out there by Kenny Clark, the captain. McCrory wins the header. However, Will Wright has it on the right now. Crawford claiming he got the ball, but he takes the ankles of Quigley. And they opt to play on, but the referee calls it back, saying that they're not ready just yet to get the game back underway. Under the lights here at Meadow Lane now. Fitzsimons marshalling the wall, getting him exactly where he wants. A couple of Dagenham players standing over the ball. Ball to come in. Every man back for Notts. Ball looks like it would come in from Deering. And Julie does. Straight into the hands of Fitzsimons though. Can Notts break quickly? Fitzsimons decides to hold the play up and he gives it now to Kelly Evans. Allows Dagenham to get back though. Kelly Evans looking for space. Here's Crawford on the ball. Kelly Evans again. Here's Lacey. Thomas urging the ball to come to him, but the ball's not quite long enough. Wanted it long. Crawford looking to go in there, decides against a little nibble there. Kelly Evans trying to hold up Mitch Brundle in front of us. Here is Matt Robinson on the ball. Here, there and everywhere today, Matt Robinson. Lacey clears. Wes Thomas manages to hold the ball up. Asking for the foul, but nothing doing. Lacey had to be careful to win that there. Kelly Evans clears. It's to Thomas. Through 50 minutes here at Meadow Lane. It's Notts County 0 at Dagenham and Redbridge 0. Short from Lacey to Crawford. It's a poor touch, pressured well. Here is Deering in the midfield again. He comes wide. Doyle wins it back, but it's straight to Robinson. Luckily the pass wasn't quite there, otherwise they could have been in it down their right flank. Here's Wes Thomas now on the ball in an advanced position. Can he jink his man? He works the space. He tries to cut onto his right. Bundled over in the box. The referee says no penalty after Wes Thomas hits the deck. And the referee gives a free kick in favour of Dagenham after a push on Joe Quigley. Notts County faithful not happy here, calling for a penalty after Thomas was bundled over in the box. The referee judged that it wasn't a foul and didn't give it, and then the ball it comes up the pitch and Quigley is then deemed to have been fouled just inside the Notts County half. A couple of decisions going against the Magpies there. And we are back underway. Dagenham here with the ball in, looking to go to the back post. Will Wright will try his best to keep the ball in. McCrory goes out to cover. Can't stop the cross coming in, but it's comfortable for Fitzsimons, not picking anyone out. Fitzsimons looking to go quick again, but he slows it once more. Notts County have been devastating on the counter-attack in recent weeks, especially with the opening goal in that 2-1 win against Bromley here last time Notts County were in action at Meadow Lane. Bakayoko this time running on the overlap. Finding space on the left, he looks for the first time ball. Dennis running in! And Notts County open the scoring. A wonderfully worked goal. Bakayoko finding all sorts of space out on the left. Running well. Good touch from Bakayoko to bring the ball under his spell. Drove the ball towards the penalty area. Fizzed the ball across the Dagenham and Redbridge box and found who else but poacher Christian Dennis there to net home and open the scoring here for the Magpies in the opening 10 minutes of the second half. Notts County have the lead here against Dagenham and Redbridge in this second round tie of the FA Trophy. Notts County 1, Dagenham and Redbridge 0. Back underway. Really well worked goal. Christian Dennis on the score sheet again for the home side. Good poacher's finish. Fantastic work from Bakayoko on the left. And it's another long ball. Can Thomas get in behind this? Notts County going for the kill all of a sudden. Real bit of a spring in the step. Osborne thinks against nibbling at Luke Kroll there. Ball comes in. Bakayoko found a little bit wanting defensively again, but Candy can't bring the ball under a spell, and it's a throw in for Notts County. Fantastic work from Bakayoko for that goal. Saw the space to run into, brought the ball down under a spell well, really drove forward towards the penalty area, fizzed the ball across the goal, and Dennis was there to net home from a couple of yards. I would say he couldn't miss, but there was that chance that went begging in the first half for Joe Quigley. Notts County 1, Dagenham and Redbridge 0. Notts County need to remain switched on here. Gordon plays it inside. Tries to flick it over the top. Here is Deering. Sam Deering puts the ball in. They have to be switched on. The ball comes out, but is well cleared. Doyle, the captain, urging his players to remain switched on defensively. Sam Deering urging his men. Gives it instead to Gordon to take. Liam Gordon will get us back underway. Throws in. Back to Gordon. Everyone a little bit asleep there. No one was really expecting that ball to come in. A good header from Crawford once again. With a couple of men on him, it's well cleared. Gordon back on the ball for Dagenham. Notts County having to withstand a little bit of pressure here. Here is Matt Robinson once again. Well, right now, Bakayoko up quickly. Tracks back his man now. Fantastic defensive work out there from Sean Shields. Just got his toe in to allow Notts County to get on the pitch. Shields once again in acres of space on the left if he can be found. Instead it comes back wide. Here's Dion Kelly-Evans down on the right. Plays it to Wes Thomas. Can he get it back inside? Kelly-Evans made the run. Thomas here with the ball still. Still trying to work the space. Here's Doyle! And it's wide from the captain. Worth a shot with not much on from there. It had his name written all over it to take a shot on, but he fires wide.
Today's attendance, ladies and gentlemen, including 151 visitors, is 2,385.
Official attendance here at Meadow Lane today for the FA Trophy second round fixture. 2,385 fans, including 151 Dagenham and Redbridge fans that have made a trip up to Notts for this cup tie. Bakayoko, good tackle on Will Wright, looking to bring the ball forward, but Bakayoko just got his foot in and managed to nick the ball back. Here's on a race on the ball for Dagenham and Redbridge. Mitch Brundle allowed to bring it forward. Comes back out, Will Wright. It's well worked. Here's Sam Deering in a bit of space, onside. Just to come back in, tried to find Sheik Candy, but instead it comes out wide, and Sheik Candy with a header into the side netting. Notts County there with their hearts in the mouths for a moment. Will Wright working a little bit of space out wide, lucky the ball to get to him. Notts County almost switched off defensively there, and Candy had the header into the side netting. It remains Notts County 1, Dagenham and Redbridge 0 in a lively opening 10 to 15 minutes of the second half here. Dagenham seeing a lot more of the ball since that goal went in. Here's Gordon now. Kelly-Evans back to mop up. Deemed to have been bundled over by Joe Quigley. And Notts County can slow the tempo of the game down a little bit just to regroup. Dagenham trying to turn the screw a bit and have a bit of a response after conceding. Coming close with Candy heading into the side of the net. Fitzsimons goes short to Lacey. Notts County, as I say, will want to just slow the tempo down a little bit, keep the feet on the ball. Kelly-Evans might have other ideas though. Quickly on the run, headed by Lacey. He peels it off to Deering. There's fantastic work from McCrory there to get across, and a good ball. Dennis can't bring it under his spell, but here's Shields now. Shields looking to bring the ball forward. Shields really working the space into the overlapping wing on the right. He tries to fire an early ball but rushes it in the end, and it goes harmlessly out for a goal kick. A wonderful burst of pace there from Sean Shields, going from right to left, working the space down on the flank in front of us here, but a wild cross sees the ball go harmlessly out for a goal kick. Dennis manages to flick it on. Crawford with the header, but it's come back out now to the opposing Liam Gordon. Here is Mitch Brundle in the middle of the park, back to Onuriesa. Brundle again. Finds Gordon on the space. Kelly Evans manages to block the cross, and it's a throw-in to Dagenham. Yeah, the opposing Dagenham here really getting into the game now. Starting to find their stride. Didn't really manage it in the first half, apart from that chance from Quigley from a couple yards out. But they're starting to turn the screw here. Dagenham with another corner. Dagenham, the away support, finding their voice. This to be put in by Sam Deering. Deering goes short to Gordon. Back to Deering. And it comes wide to Brundle. Back across to right. Brundle's in space. He urges it in the midfield. Tries to play a little ball over the top. Deering could have been in behind. Thomas urging his men, but he gets Kelly Evans to go wide. He looks to try and beat his man. And it's a throw in the end. Once again, Dagenham knocking at the door. Intriguing contest this. Wootton there just having a chat to Kelly Evans about something on the touchline as he was warming up. The ball goes long. Can Dennis get on the end of this? Ball comes to Justin, who kicks first time. Headed by Kelly Evans. Lacey can only find it as far as Gordon. Gordon tries to almost roulette him there. Here is Mitch Brundle driving forward. Crawford's on him like a rash. Can't stop the cross coming in. Fitzsimons is scrabbling the cross and gets her hands to it, and it goes out for a corner kick. Good hand that from Fitzsimons. It looks as though he might have been scrabbling and might have struggled to get to it, but a hand out, safety first for a corner. A couple of Dagenham players coming in behind, so it's a good hand from Fitzsimons to get it out. And the corner will be taken by Cheek Candy. Second corner of the half, third corner of the game for the visiting team. This time they're crowding Fitzsimons instead of waiting on the edge of the box. It's low and fizzed in. Bounces off. Shouts of handball, but the ball seems to have just popped up there. Dagenham looking to get this back in as quick as they can. Cleared by Crawford. Here's Thomas. Dennis across to try and pressure. Dennis again trying to pressure Will Wright this time round. It's a good header clear by Shields, doing his defensive duties. Headed out. Dagenham still have the ball, still knocking at the door. Fitzsimons comes to clear, can only get a hand on it, but the referee deems there was a foul in the penalty box in favour of Notts County, and Notts will be looking to regroup. Just past the hour mark here, and it's Notts County 1 at Dagenham Redbridge 0. Christian Dennis's close range strike, the difference between the two teams. Fitzsimons tries to go long, tries to find Dennis, swells in the wind, cleared by an eraser. Bakayoko gets it up the pitch. Doyle decides to head, tries to find Dennis, flicks it on. Here's Thomas. Oh, Shields might have been in there if Thomas could have found the route through. Here's Kelly Evans. Out to Osborne. Kelly Evans again. Here's Crawford. Here's McCrory. Now Sumana Bakayoko, the architect for the goal. Tries to find Shields in behind, but it's not quite enough on it, and Will Wright is able to get across and retain possession. Dagenham go long. Candy back to Bakayoko though. Knots come again. Tries to go first time. Tries to find Dennis, who almost got him behind. An important header there at the back from Manny Onoresa. And Wright clears the lines. Throw in for the Magpies. So Crawford in the middle. Has to try and bring it under a spell. A little bit more in front of him than he would have liked. Kelly Evans now. Osborne there won it first time, won a little 1-2, but it's up first time to Wes Thomas. Osborne's inside if he can get it first time. Thomas tried, he saw what Osborne was trying to do, but he couldn't quite pick out the pass. Good play though from Notts County down the right hand side. Kelly Evans brings it under a spell. Here's Osborne again. Comes inside this time. Wes Thomas gets it first time through. Here's Kelly Evans, can he find a man? Tries to bring it back to Wes Thomas. And the shot flashes wide of the goal, narrowly wide. Thomas agonisingly ever so close to doubling Notts County's lead, having a lot of joy down the right in the past couple of minutes there. The Magpies. Kelly Evans with a fantastic run, found well by Thomas, dragged back again to Wes Thomas, and he shoots just wide of the post. Around 65 minutes gone, it's Notts County 1 and Dagenham and Redbridge 0. Calls for fouls from both sides. Quigley not happy with something, but Bakayoko will get us restarted with the throw-in. Bakayoko to Doyle, who volleys it up the pitch. Dennis manages to get a little foot on it. Here's Thomas now. Can he find Osborne? Osborne making a run in behind, but there's just a little bit too much on it. Another smart run again from Osborne. Osborne sprints back as Liam Gordon's in acres of space down here on the left. Crawford does his job and covers Geely. The ball comes back to Mitch Brundle. Sprays it wide to Honorace. Here now is Will Wright for Dagenham. Will Wright coming inside. Poor pass, and is collected by Crawford. Trying to find the space. Gives it to Doyle, who plays it short. Has two men on him. He couldn't really have done a lot. I don't think Doyle really wanted the ball just there. Thrown. And a first substitution of the game for Dagenham and Redbridge. Number 9, Cheek Candy, comes off for number 14, Reese Grant, for the visitors this afternoon. Liam Gordon to get us restarted. So the ball coming off Osborne's back there by the look of things. Reese Grant into action immediately, holding up play, finding Gordon back out on the left. Work back inside to Brundle. Here's Grant, new man on. Recycles again, Brundle again. Here's Onoresa. Out wide to Will Wright. Finds number 12, Matt Robinson, in the midfield. Tries to find Deering. Sam Deering here on the ball. Sam Deering works the space well. Gets the ball into Liam Gordon. Dagenham knocking at the door, but it's booted clear by Alex Lacey. And Dagenham will come again. Dagenham will be clear to get this game back up and running, restarted as Luke Kroll does duty from the throw-in. Good rush defence from Sam Osborne, getting up well and forcing Dagenham back. Kroll comes back across on a race at the back. Wide to Will Wright. Reese Grant pointing to where he wants it. On a racer tries to find him, but it hits McCrory, who boots the ball clear. Dagenham will come again though. Notts County very much on the back foot at the moment. Dagenham really searching for this equaliser. It's worked out well to Gordon here. Osborne trying to keep with him. Kelly Evans is caught deep in field. The ball is deep. Reese Grant will have a job in his hands to keep this in. And the ball goes out for a throw-in. Dagenham Redbridge really got a foothold in the game since Notts County opened the score, and despite arguably the Magpies having the better of the chances since then, with Wes Thomas firing wide from 15 yards or so. Bakayoko gets us back underway. And Racer with a header. Bit of pinball for the moment. as both teams look to bring it into their spell. McCrory clears. Ball comes wide to Liam Gordon. Keeps it in. Apologies, Luke Kroll, who keeps it in comfortably. There's Gordon. Brundle plays it well. Needed a call from one of the Notts players. Both Thomas and Osborne left the ball for each other, but Doyle now with the ball in midfield. Dennis with a heavy touch. And the ball is harmlessly back to Fitzsimons. Ross Fitzsimons urging his players just to slow the tempo of the game down. Here's McCrory. Bakayoko now. Dennis plays it first time. He finds Shields out on the left. Shields can get in at the defence here. He can run at the heart. Shields with a shot. And into the hands of Elliot Justin. Fantastic play again. First time ball through to Sean Shields down the left. Work the space, cut inside onto his right foot. But the shot goes tamely into the hands of Elliot Justin. It remains here. Notts County 1, Dagenham and Redbridge 0. Sam Deering on the ball for Dagenham. Once again, coming at Notts County here. Goes wide to try and find Will Wright down on the opposing flank. Will Wright just about brings it under his spell. Here's on a racer. Wright tries to flick it up. Gordon will get this on the opposing flank. Kelly Evans out to him. Gordon works the space well. Can they work the shot here? Brundle has the shot, but it's blocked well by Doyle. The two number 8s coming together there. Shields looking for some space and run on the overlap. Julia gets it eventually from Bakayoko. Here's Thomas now. Shields. Dennis feeding off scraps at the moment. And the ball comes back to Luke Kroll. Dagenham's number 5. Here's Brundle again in the midfield. Out wide to Gordon. Gordon and Wright getting a lot of the ball out on the two flanks, looking to work the play wide. Number 12 Robinson feeds it inside. And it's a shot here. Parried away by Fitzsimons. A smart shot by Joe Quigley. The save had to be made from Fitzsimons. It was on target and just bending away from the keeper. Comfortable save in the end for Fitzsimons. Still at full stretch to tip it around for a corner. And Deering and Dagenham come again. Knocking at the door as ever. And 70 minutes gone. Notts County 1, Dagenham 0. Wes Thomas looking to get onto this. Does so. Shields gets it up and away, but there's no one there. Dennis arriving now. That's a good high ball over the top, causing some problems. McCrory's got to be back in time. And is shepherded out for a goal kick. Good work by McCrory to shepherd out Deering, who looked lively behind it and looked as though he might well have got the cross away. But McCrory shepherds him out, and it's a safe goal kick for Fitzsimons, who opts to go quickly. He senses something here. Crawford turns with the ball. Here's Doyle now. Gets it to Shields. Bakayoko on the overlap, but he decides to come inside. Thomas is there just in front of him. Still Shields. Finds Bakayoko now. He plays it inside to Doyle. Here's Shields onside. Shields tries to float the ball in to find one of the two strikers in the middle, but he can't. It's just over both of them. And Dagenham clear the ball. Whoa. Fantastic touch from Neil Ardley there. Get him on. How he wishes he says he could be out there in the Notts County shirt. Here's Thomas. Turns well. That's a fantastic turn. It's still Thomas. Not had too much on there. It's fantastically worked by Thomas to get through the couple of Dagenham players he had on him like a rash. It's done well by Kelly Evans and Crawford. Worked well. Kelly Evans now on the right. Gets his body across. Gordon very well there to buy the foul. Fantastic work from Kelly Evans and Crawford there to retain possession and win the free kick, especially from Kelly Evans, as I say, getting his body across Gordon and winning the free kick. Crawford stands over this. This is good for Notts. They'll want the ball just for a moment. Dagenham have been knocking at the door for quite a while. They'll be happy to have the ball in the opposing third. by Crawford, but out by Dagenham. Here's Gordon, plays it back inside. Heavy touch from Quigley, but here's Brundle now. Correction, heavy touch from Robinson. Threaded through, here's Wright. Almost with the freedom of Meadow Lane at one point down on that right. Dagenham trying to work the space well, it goes for the shot, it's deflected. And it goes out for a corner. Another Dagenham corner. Once again, Dagenham coming forward quickly and putting Notts under a little bit of pressure here as we enter the final stages of the game. Deering across again. Sam Deering to take. Deering puts the ball in the box. It's a good ball in. Out by Doyle. Back to Deering. Unless Osborne can get his head on this. Osborne deemed to have fouled Deering there in the build-up. It looked to be a 50-50 from up here. But not to be the case. Double substitution on the way for Notts County by the looks of things. Boldevine and Kyle Wootton look to be set and ready to come on. Confirmation who they'll be coming on for in just a moment's time. No numbers up yet. Deering and Wright standing over this. Just outside the box. Dangerous position this. As we enter the final 15 minutes of the game. The wall parting like the Red Sea. It's in by Wright and it's a tap. It's a fantastic save by Fitzsimons. It's an incredible double save. It's a bit of a melee, but the referee has given a goal in favour of Dagenham and Redbridge. It's a fantastic double save initially from Rots Fitzsimons. Somehow was struck against him and onto the upright, but the ball came back in. It was headed back across goal, and the linesman flagged that the ball went over the line. He, of course, had the perfect position, and Dagenham and Redbridge have that equaliser, and who could argue against that given how well they've played in the past 15 minutes or so. Notts County now make a couple of substitutions as the scores are level at 1-1. In for an enthralling final 15 minutes here. Christian Dennis comes off for Kyle Wootton, of course, secured that new deal just this week. More on that in just a moment. And then Theo Boldevine is on for, I believe, Sean Shields out on the left. So yeah, as you may have seen this week, Neil Hardy very keen to have got Kyle Wootton. Been in talks with Scunthorpe United over negotiating a permanent deal for a couple of months. He was that keen on him, and Notts County's top scorer for the season so far with 12 in all competitions is on the pitch. Boldevine as well to liven things up down on the left. Osborne now with the ball. 1-1 here at Meadow Lane. 15 minutes to play. It's against Deering. Here's Kelly Evans. Back to Osborne. Crawford manages to win the ball, but he's out-muscled. Dagenham all of a sudden with a foothold in the game. Bit of a heavy touch, and Fitzsimons can regroup. What 15 minutes we have installed there. Reminder, if the score stays as it does, we will head for a replay at Dagenham. Here's Bakayoko now on the left. Inside, here's Osborne trying to work the space. Kelly Evans. Kelly Evans pops it in. Thomas couldn't quite get his feet on it. And it goes straight through to Elliot Justin in the net for Dagenham. Justin goes long, trying to search out quickly. Neither he nor Bakayoko win the ball. It's to McCrory here. Here's Fitzsimons. Lacey. Lacey tries to go long. Finds Thomas. Handball given. very strong front line on the pitch for Notts right now. Wes Thomas, Carl Wootton, Boldevine on the left. And of course Osborne on the right, who's been in very good form for the Magpies recently. Justin will take this, he'll try and look to go long. Notts holding a strong line. Doyle wins a header, but it comes out straight to Will Wright. You can hear the 151 Dagenham away supporters in full voice. McCrory with a header. Boldevine across, but he can't stop the ball from coming in. Out by Wootton. Here's Bakayoko. Here's Wootton again with a fantastic touch around his man. Wootton driving at the heart of the defence here. Tries to take the man on. Does it again. Here's Carl Wootton. Goes down in the box, but the referee flags for a corner. Bakayoko to take, goes short. Doyle back to Bakayoko. Here's Osborne on the edge, urged to shoot by the faithful. Dagenham open up on the counter-attack here. Brundell bringing the ball forward, but McCrory's well back. He's got to get a foot on this. A little bit of miscommunication between the two, but Fitzsimons gets his hands on the ball. Here's Boldevine. Boldevine looking to run at the heart of the defence. Tries to thread the ball through from Wootton, but it's good defence from Manion Eraser at the back, as has been the case for much of this afternoon. Deering comes out wide to Will Wright now. 10 minutes or so to go. It's good play. Deering cuts inside to find his man. Here's Quigley with the ball. Can he work it out to Gordon? And the ball goes out for a Dagenham throw. Tense 10 minutes to come. Can either side find the breakthrough and secure progression to the third round of the FA Trophy? Quigley with a flick inside. Gordon calls for it, comes out to Brundle. Here's Deering. Deering tries to work the space. Onto his left foot, gets the shot away. And it goes narrowly wide of the post. Dagenham looking the more likely to come forward. They're comfortable in possession at the moment. Notts County look quite dangerous on the counter-attack. So all the ingredients are there for a nail-biting finish to this tie. Here's Boldevine on the ball. Crawford now. Crawford to Boldevine. Boldevine trying to work over the space, but can only find the Dagenham player. Lacey has his work cut out, but he's well back. Fitzsimons here to clear, and he tries to switch the player. Here's Bakayoko in acres of space. Urged to run at Will Wright here. Bakayoko looks to play it early, tries to switch the play and find Osborne out on the right here. He can't quite bring it under a spell, but he gets there eventually. And the linesman flags for a Dagenham throw-in. Substitute for Dagenham and Redbridge. Their number 7, Alex McQueen, is about to come on for Sam Deering, the number 24. And it could well be a double switch. Bagasan Graham down below us as well, looking to come on as well. Confirmation as to who that will be for in just a second. So confirmation, it's Sam Deering for number 7, Alex McQueen. And number 11, Bagasan Graham, is on for number 3, Liam Gordon. Dagenham to get us underway. All 3 subs used by Dagenham now. Osborne has the ball. Can either side be separated in the final few minutes of the game? Doyle now with possession. Here's Bakayoko. Inside, here's Doyle. Boldevine. Here's Crawford now. Who can he find? To Osborne. Crawford again. Back inside to Osborne. Has the shot. It's the Dagenham player, but out wide back to Dion Kelly-Evans. Looks to Jinkis man. Comes inside. Here's Crawford. Osborne with the man on him. Got a late call, and Dagenham had the chance to counter-attack here if they're quick about it. Quickly trying to get in behind. He's in behind Lacey here, and he brings it down well. Ball reaches Robinson. Here's Wright. Back to Robinson. Good defence is back from Notts County. Good stuff. Here's the substitute Bagstan Graham on the left, trying to Jenkins jive his way past Kelly Evans, and he beats his man. But fantastic slide in from for Kelly Evans to stop the crossing. But Dagenham have a corner. Alex McQueen across to take this. Dagenham knocking at the door here. Just over 5 minutes to come. Ball's in. And it misses everyone. Thomas there having to shield the ball out of play as Honoresa was back there applying the pressure. Doyle to take the throw in. Gets it inside to Boldevine quickly. Back to Doyle. Long from Doyle. Wootton was offside when the ball was played. Honoresa is back and he gives it back to Elliot Justin. Dagenham come again. Bagstan Graham found in space on the left. Sam Osborne across there. Brundle back across to Honoresa. Out wide to Will Wright. Will Wright tries an early cross, but it's well defended, and Bakayoko has the ball. Doyle now looking to try and turn and get the game going again. Here's Carl Wootton. Doesn't quite have enough on it to find Osborne, and Dagenham bring it out of defence. Graham again on the overlap. Looking to try and run at Kelly Evans, and he's got the beating of him again. Graham adjudged to bundle over Kelly Evans in the Notts County penalty area. Reminder things as it stands, with it being 1-1, would go to a replay away at Dagenham and Redbridge, as Dagenham did not agree for the tie to be played across extra time and penalties. Simon's urging the team to go up, but he goes short to Doyle. Back to Fitzsimons. Oh, it's really well worked. Here's Brundle out on the left. Bit of space. It's worked inside well. Quigley can't quite work it out with his feet. Good defence from Doyle there, leading from the front. And the ball has gone out for a goal kick. Fitzsimons to get us back underway. Both teams looking to turn the screw and try and win this. Fitzsimons slowing the play down. Urging everyone to get up, not wanting to play short now, wanting to go long. Tries to find Thomas up top. Boldevine emerges, Bakayoko, emerges with the ball. A bit of a drive and run forward. Here's Carl Wootton, the new permanent deal. Can he get it out wide for Sam Osborne? Sam Osborne to try and wrap it up. Straight at the keeper though. And Notts County will come again. Tom Crawford's being pressured here. Tom Crawford, but he works the space well, gets it out wide. Boldevine now on the opposing flank. Notts County trying to turn the screw. Boldevine cuts inside, he goes for the shot. And it goes wildly wide. High, wide, and not very handsome there from Enzio Boldevine for a goal kick. Osborne with a late chance straight at the goalkeeper though. slightly to the left of him, and Notts would have booked their place in the third round of the FA Trophy. Elliot Justin to get us back underway. Ball's allowed to bounce again. Dion Kelly-Evans clattered there. Physio's being urged to come on because of a potential clash of heads. Dion Kelly-Evans is straight back up. But the Dagenham player is down just now. Players just on the sidelines here receiving some instructions as we enter the final phase of the game. Just all taking on a little bit of water, the coaches giving them a bit of instruction as to how to break each other's defence as we head into the final embers of the game. Enthralling game here at Notts County. It's certainly not been a boring one. 1-1 here as we approach injury time. Dan's not happy with something. Just having a chat with Kelly-Evans, saying that he has to be off the pitch and be called back on, similar to number 11 Bagasan Graham in the opposing jersey. Dion Kelly-Evans, named the man of the match here at Meadow Lane this afternoon. Can either team nick a late winner? Boldavine coming back to do his defensive duties. Ball's tried to pop up, Graham's trying to get him behind. McCrory comes inside, Fitzsimons will have to clear this well. And it's out for a Dagenham throw. Didn't quite get behind that as well as he would have liked. And Dagenham will come again. We have confirmation of the amount of added time there will be. 3 minutes for either side to nick it. Because as it stands, we head for a replay. Dagenham get us back underway. Headed on. McCrory fouled. Fitzsimons wants everyone up. And he plays it long. Goes to find Wootton. Here's Boldavine. Boldavine makes it well to Crawford. Finds Kelly-Evans out on the right. Does indeed. Gets it to Osborne, but it's into no man's land and it's straight back to Dagenham, who might have the chance to break. It's a fantastic tackle in there from Doyle. Couldn't quite work the space for Wootton. Both teams looking to try and win it here. Quigley in the run behind. Lacey had to get that right, and Fitzsimons duly picks it up and plays it well first time. Bakio going acres of space out on the left. Notts County surging forward, looking to try and win the game. Here's Doyle. Crawford now. Kelly-Evans in space down on the right. Picked out well by Crawford. A fantastic ball. Kelly-Evans, can he bring it under his spell and get the ball into the box? Here's Osborne. Crawford. Thomas tries to get it through to Wootton, but it's into Dagenham's grasp, and a wild clearance there from Dagenham. We'll see the Magpies go again. Can they net a late winner? Here's Osborne, throws it to Kelly-Evans, back to Osborne. Osborne floats it in, Boldavine in behind, can he get on it? But it goes harmlessly out for a goal kick. Not many further chances you feel left in the game. Probably about a minute to go. Elliot Justin gets us back underway. Headed on. It's through. Can West Thomas get behind this? Can he beat the man? It's good defence. Here's Doyle. Doyle looks to go from 50 yards. It's in! Oh, what a goal from Captain Michael Doyle! He wins Notts County the game with a goal from 45 yards. Have you seen anything like that before? What a goal! Elliot Justin went to clear the ball, he came out and he went straight to Captain Doyle, and he fires home from 45 yards to send Notts County into the third round of the FA Trophy. Have you seen a better goal than that at Meadow Lane this season? What a strike by the captain. Fantastic goal from Notts County, who seem to have just booked their place in the third round of the FA Trophy. The crowd on their feet for that strike from the captain in the 93rd minute of the game. What a way to send your team through to the third round of the FA Trophy. The crowd's still on their feet, and rightly so. That was a strike right out of the top drawer, and you doubt that Doyle will have scored a better goal than that in his life, in his long career. What a goal from Michael Doyle, one for the ages. You'll be seeing that on a number of match highlights. Notts County, can they turn the screw? Bouldervine looking to get him behind. Dagenham go long, and Notts County are through to the third round of the FA Trophy with a 2-1 win over Dagenham here. And what a way to send your team through. Captain Michael Doyle picks the ball at 45 yards out, shoots first time, and sends Notts County through in the 93rd minute of the match. You couldn't script it. Absolutely magic. Goal of the season contender right there from Michael Doyle. What a finish we had here at Notts County. Just to recap on the game, Christian Dennis netted the opener for Notts County just inside the second half after a goalless first half. Dagenham equalised with about 15 minutes to go, and then after goalkeeper Elliot Justin clears the ball for Dagenham and Redbridge, seemingly safe, comes straight to Michael Doyle, 45 yards out, and he hits the back of the net with a first time shot from there. All of the Notts fans stayed behind to watch that, and everyone that did will be repaid with what will surely be one of the goals of the season, and one of the goals of Captain Michael Doyle's illustrious career. What a way to end the game here in the second round FA Trophy tie at Meadow Lane. Reminder of the scoreline: Notts County 2, Dagenham and Redbridge 1. Notts County through to the third round, and crucially avoiding that extra game down at Dagenham and Redbridge as well, with that sublime strike from Michael Doyle. A magic strike from the captain. A good game here at Meadow Lane this afternoon, finishes 2-1 in favour of the home side, as Notts County in all competitions rack up their 5th win in 6 games in all competitions. What a way to send your team through to the third round of the FA Trophy. Really good game here at Meadow Lane this afternoon. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope you've enjoyed watching it. We'll have all the post-match reaction from manager Neil Ardley and one of the chosen players shortly after this. So do stick around and check that out to see what they've got to say about what you've just witnessed here, and all the reaction to that incredible Doyle goal. Final score here at Meadow Lane this afternoon in the second round of the FA Trophy is Notts County 2, Dagenham and Redbridge 1.
Team Talk, brought to you by KLG Rutland, the experts in windows, doors and conservatories. Team Talk, brought to you by KLG Rutland, the experts in windows, doors and conservatories.
What a way to win a game.
Yeah, fantastic. The moment it dropped to him, I thought, go on, have a go. Normally he'll recycle the play, Doyley, but as soon as it left his foot, it was, and like I say, it was a fitting end to an incredible performance. Forget the goal, I thought he was outstanding.
It was really quite a tight game between both teams. It was nip and tuck through the game.
Yeah, I personally, I thought we were the better team. I thought we were the better team first half. I thought we were the better team in second half. We had a little spell where they changed shape to a back three, and you're trying to get the message on the pitch to make sure that we're doing the right thing. So we had a little spell where we lost our way in the middle of the game. But like I said, their goal was offside. We've seen it back, so we're disappointed with that. But all in all, I thought it was a really good performance.
Was it more of a reaction after Dagenham conceded that they then switched to the back three, which caused you a few problems?
Yeah, possibly. I don't know. We just noticed it halfway through the second half. They'd changed to it, and like I say, you've got to get the message on, which is never easy during the game. But once we did, we got ourselves back in the game, and like I said, I thought throughout the game there was lots of good performances, and we created loads of chances. Had we taken them, we'd have probably been outside.
Of course, there were a few changes for this game. One of them, McCrory at centre back. What did you make of him today? He's
outstanding. He's played there. He goes in there and he does a great job anyway. But just wanted Connell just to have a breather, and we just thought we'd use the squad a little bit this week. I think we're going to need to freshen it up and keep people on their toes. And that was always my plan, and it's worked well.
Now you're in the third round. You're targeting a little cup run.
Well, we'll see. We want a home game. Obviously, it'd be great to have a home game, but we've had 2 games so far, 2 tough ones to teams in our league. We'll see what it brings, but it's just about keeping momentum going now.
What's been the mood like in the dressing room? I bet everyone's buzzing after that Doyle winner.
They are, even Doyley's smiling, so that tells you how much.
Yeah, just as I say, last minute of the game, and just the keeper's, he's kind of hit a bad pass, and it just sort of fell to me, and I've took a touch, and I was already made my mind up by shooting because I knew his position, so I just let it go, and fortunately for me it's gone right in, so it was a great feeling.
Did you know as soon as you hit it that it was on course?
I knew it was had a great chance, but I was kind of just stood still and watched it till I seen the net ripple, so it was great. I think everybody in the stadium, it felt like everybody, it just seemed to take so long,
And what were your thoughts on the game as a whole?
I thought we played well, to be honest with you. I thought we deserved to win it. They were tough. It was a fairly open game, to be fair. They came and had a go, and felt we had some good chances. They had a great chance first half. They didn't take, but we seem to be gathering a lot of momentum at the minute, and lads look like they're enjoying the football, which is great.
Despite a bit of rotation, at times you and Crawford were running the midfield.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Tom's a good player, and. I enjoy playing with, and I think the way we're playing at the minute, we're all complementing each other, so I really enjoyed it in there. Yeah, it was good.
Just wanted to get your thoughts on the festive fixture as well. Of course, picked up 13 points out of 15 in the league. Couldn't have asked for a better Christmas time.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because I think when we went down to Chesterfield, it was such a poor game, but we were on a terrible run of results, and we came out of that game with a 1-0 win, and it's just funny, it's probably the worst we've played all season, but that's been the catalyst for where we are now. It's kind of give us that momentum, and as I say, it's important we just kept picking up results and taking it game by game, and it's important we keep doing that now, as I say, going down to a tough game of Foyle,
Of course, the league is the priority, but do you think you guys could put a little cup run together, potentially get to Wembley?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're in a good position now. We're in the last 16, I think, so we're not too far, but you just take these games as they come, as I say. It's we know what's important, but of course we'd love to, have a go. I think we've shown today with the team that's gone out, we're trying to do as best we can, so it's great, hopefully we can get a good draw and get into the next round, Like
you say as well, it really shows the strength and depth, a bit of rotation today, but still run out winners.
Yeah, this is it. It's probably nice for some lads to get a bit of a break and that carrying knocks over Christmas and playing through. So, as I say, it's there's good competition now, and to be fair, when you're winning games, everybody wants to be part of it, and everybody wants to play.
Team Talk, brought to you by KLG Rutland, the experts in windows, doors and conservatories. Team Talk, brought to you by KLG Rutland, the experts in windows, doors and conservatories.